Have you ever noticed that even when you're surrounded by people, there's a feeling of emptiness that insists on staying with you? That silent annoyance of being in a crowded place, but feeling inside that you don't belong anywhere. This isn't your imagination, and it's not a whim either. It's a symptom that there's something fundamental in how you relate to the world that's broken. And for many years, that something was also broken inside me. I spent hours on my phone, swiping, watching, consuming, and when someone tried to talk to me, I'd respond on autopilot, not because I didn't care, but because my head was always somewhere else. I lived distracted, my console my. And I then stood right in the sky child now led. So that it be, I dance a row butter strambert now bro mudda normal mind sound word. Until one day, I realized how much I had distanced myself from people, and the way I realized it was embarrassing. I was sitting with a friend, talking about nothing important. Suddenly, he looked at his phone, made a strange expression, and said, "Outside den drawduro." Tiring company, an empty presence, a conversation that people tolerated, but didn't want to continue. After that, I realized this wasn't an isolated case. I started noticing a pattern. Parties where I seemed invisible, conversations where I only responded, yeah, sure. People who listened to me out of politeness, not out of interest. Moments when I myself wanted to run away from myself. And then came the burning question, why is it so hard to connect with someone nowadays? The answer took a while, but it came. People weren't pulling away because I was boring, nor because I was uninteresting. They were pulling away because I wasn't present, and presence today has become a rare coin. When you're with someone but your head is preoccupied with something else, with the next sentence you're going to say, with how people are seeing you, with the notification that vibrated in your pocket, you're not having a conversation, you're acting. And nobody connects with an actor. People connect with a real person. The first time I realized this was at a birthday party. Someone asked me how I was. I replied. 3 seconds later the person smiled, thanked me, and went to talk to someone else. And there I stood, holding an empty glass, watching everyone have fun while I disappeared. And that broke me inside, because it was there that I understood, and there's no connection without vulnerability. And I was afraid to be vulnerable. I thought talking meant having ready answers, about being interesting, about trying to impress. Until I discovered what no one told me, conversations aren't exchanges of facts, they're exchanges of emotions. And you only touch someone when you talk about what you truly feel, what truly moves you, what truly makes you who you are. It was only when I started telling stories, real stories, with fear, with doubts, with mistakes, that conversations stopped dying in 3 seconds. And more than that, when I started truly listening, without thinking about the next sentence, something changed. The person in front of me opened up. They talked more, they trusted more, the conversation flowed naturally. And then I realized the missing key: presence creates connection and connection creates depth. But there's something even deeper that no one talks about. And that's the secret that changed everything for me. The reason I ran from conversations, the reason I lived distracted, the reason I felt disconnected from the world, is that I was disconnected from myself. I spent so much time consuming other people's lives that I stopped listening to my own. I knew what everyone else thought, wanted, felt, except me. And look, when you don't know yourself, you have nothing to offer in a conversation. You become an echo, not a voice. It was only when I started spending time alone, not with my phone, not watching videos, but truly alone with myself, that everything started to make sense. I discovered what I truly felt. I discovered what I truly believed. I discovered my own stories. And when you know who you are, you speak with conviction, you listen attentively, you converse with presence. People notice, they feel it, and they come back. And today I understand, connection doesn't start when you open your mouth. It starts when you finally find yourself in the silence. That's where you discover your voice. That's where you find your depth. That's where everything that makes someone want to listen to you and stay close to you is born. And if you want to improve your conversations, connect more, and stop feeling invisible, start at the beginning. Connect with yourself. The rest happens naturally.